Ladies, the fight will come on. In the event of a knockdown, the fight is standing. We'll go to the further shooter corner and stadium. Protect yourself all the time. Touch gloves.
All right, fellas. They agreed to touch gloves. We are ready to go. It is time to back up all the trash talk. Put your fist where your mouth is and see who can come out with the title of Unified Junior Lightweight World Champion. Alycia Baumgardner in the black with black gloves. Mikaela Mayer sporting that red and red gloves all week long. Christina Poncher, Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, and Mark Kriegel with you for our co-main event from the O2 Arena. Right away, that stab jab down to the body from Alycia Baumgardner.
That's the right thing to do if you're the shorter armed fighter. Don't shoot for the head first. Shoot to the body. That's a clean, long-range body shot. You can pile up points, and it'll help you get closer to your opponent.
Early on, it's important for Mikaela to feint and use her jab and distance to disrupt the rhythm and timing of Alycia Baumgardner. And for Baumgardner, why don't she jump on Mayer early? She has more firepower. She has the bigger punches. She should step to Mikaela and not sit back and lay back and try to outbox her.
I think she is doing it, Tim. She's just doing it in a smart way. It's the first round. She has to establish herself. She can't just assume that she can't walk into something. I think Baumgardner's fighting a perfect first round right now, and it's not a bad round for Mayer either.
What Baumgardner's trying to do, Dre, right now is she's trying to use athleticism.
Here for the ladies, 10 rounds, just 2. Good start here for Baumgardner as Mayer looks to get a right hand in, but again, as I was mentioning, just 2-minute rounds. They go by fast, especially for a fighter that's known to be, quote-unquote, a slow starter in Mikaela Mayer. Baumgardner off to a solid start here in round 1. Round 2, this one's scheduled for 10. Great instructions there from Coach Al Mitchell in the corner of Mikaela Mayer. Telling us, guys, when we spoke with her on the conference call, that she wanted to kind of go back a bit to the old Mikaela and start off using the jab, using her feints, and boxing around the outside.
Well, she has to, Christina, because she's in there with the young lady, Baumgardner, who's trying to time her jab over the top. That's the second attempt that I've saw so far during the course of this fight. Early on, first round, I saw a looping right hand that just missed with Baumgardner. But that's the shot that she's looking for. She's looking for Mikaela to fall in behind her jab, and she's looking to time her right over the top of the right hand.
And that shot, that right hand, has a mind of its own.
She's just missing with that check left hook.
Right, it comes out like a whip. Oftentimes, opponents don't have time to prepare for it, and Mayer has to be alert at all times and be ready for that right hand from Baumgardner.
Baumgardner, some great power shots there that has Mikaela holding here midway through the second round.
Mikaela right now is going to have to switch up the game plan right now. Baumgardner is outboxing her. You know, she's using great physicality on the inside. She's throwing the right punches at the right time. She's timing Mikaela. When Mikaela makes a mistake, she's there to counter. Mikaela needs to switch up the game plan. She needs to come forward and bag up Baumgardner.
Big shots exchanging there at the end of 10 seconds. Both got some heat on that exchange. As it's a lot of hardware on the line. 7 belts on the line between the two co-main and main events. This is as good as it gets in boxing. When you, more belts on the line, more anticipation, more action. It's what it's all about. Mayer
Even
coming
though
out a lot
Baumgardner-
stronger here to start round 3.
Well, she's going to have to, because I think Baumgardner won those first 2 rounds. Baumgardner right now seems more comfortable. There's still a lot of fight left. And Baumgardner is boxing very well, like Tim said. But make no mistake about it, the one shot she wants is the looping or straight right hand. That's on her mind at all times.
If you notice, Mikaela Mayer, she leans to her right. She puts a lot of her weight, or distributes a lot of weight on her back foot, and she leans to her right. So a lot of times when she shoots her shot, she's stuck in quicksand for just a minute, just a little bit, a second too long. And you're seeing Alycia trying to time her over the top with that right hand. And let me tell you, when it does land, it's going to do some damage.
Baumgardner's trying to give Mikaela Mayer different looks. She wants to throw the jab to the stomach and make Mikaela think, I'm not thinking about the right hand. She wants to move around and cause Mikaela to fall asleep just enough and just long enough where the right hand can get through. Part of being a great fighter is staying mentally alert at all times. Mayer has to do that right now.
There it is. That's the switch right there.
Just looking like she's having fun out there. She is talking. She is talking. She is taunting Mayer in the ring right now, letting her know right now that, quite frankly, she feels like she's the boss. And just like that, we're in round 4. 2-minute rounds. They go by pretty quick. Looks like Mikaela Mayer just a little bit tense, in my opinion, out there, guys. What do you see?
I think part of her being tense is, yes, it's a big moment, big crowd, overseas, but I think Baumgardner is proving to be a little bit better than what she anticipated, not just in the power department, but in the skill department as well.
Well, Mayer now starting to put the pressure on. You can see the game plan has definitely shifted. She's backing up now, Baumgardner, and trying to use more offense, but being selective with her punch. The right hand is the choice. That's what she's looking for. Baumgardner tends to try to get out. She drops her hands, so she's not disciplined when she exits. And you see Mayer trying to take advantage of those opportunities.
And when Mayer marches forward with good fundamentals and doesn't worry about the taunts of Baumgardner, she has moments like that where she lands the jab and the right hand cleanly.
See, when you have someone like Baumgardner that likes to think, that likes the space, that likes to set you up and set traps, if you put the pressure on them, if you throw the volume, then that way you can deflect a lot of their offense, and not only you keep them off balance as well by pushing them back. See, punchers are deadly when they're able to set their feet. That's when they're deadly, not when they're moving. Unless you Sugar Ray Robinson. That's something different. Ooh, big right hand.
Mikaela now working well off that jab, landing a big right hand that backs up Alycia Baumgardner in the corner at the end of the bell.
Seen from Mikaela Mayer at this point in this fight.
Right now, taking a look at the CompuBox numbers, guys, almost identical. Both fighters throwing 127 and 126 punches, both landing at just about 30% clip. So according to CompuBox, right about the same through 4 rounds.
What we saw in that last round for Mayer was her pedigree come out. She made an adjustment. That's what big fights and even matchups are all about. Who can manage the ebbs and flows and stay ahead of the fight? Mayer's creeping back in. Now Baumgardner has to show that she can make another adjustment for her to stay into the fight.
Mayer needs to be careful and hold that phone when she's throwing those right hands. She's doing well by getting her head off the line and making that right hand miss. And as you can see, the poor defense of Baumgardner, when she's exiting the pocket, she's getting hit with clean right hands from Mikaela. Ooh.
Perfect sequences, perfect fighting right now from Mikaela Mayer. Fundamentals, pressing forward, doing nothing extra, wasting nothing, and she's having a lot of success.
Then you see the feints right there from Mikaela right there, throwing off Alycia. Alycia didn't bite on the feint, but then you see Mikaela use the jab right after. I told you, that jab is the mother. The feints, that's the offspring, baby. Same family.
It down in London, so we have you covered on 2 continents with all the championship action, bringing you back now inside the ring at the O2 in London. Halfway through already this championship fight, round 6.
Right now I have this fight even. Mikaela Mayer has stormed back into this fight with a few simple adjustments. Now the IQs of both fighters are on display. The pedigree is on display. Experience or lack of experience is on display. There's no hiding now. We're going to see who the better woman is right now and for the next 5 rounds, because Mayer is back into the fight, and I'm waiting for Baumgardner to make the adjustment.
To your point, Dre, one of the biggest issues that Baumgardner is going to have is I believe she doesn't have any knockouts past 6 rounds. You know, early she's dangerous, but she's going to have to make an adjustment right now because Mayer is definitely having her way.
In big fights and evenly matched fights, it's not a lot of big things that separate you from your opponent. It's the small things, and it's the right things at the right time.
Baumgardner seems to be looking for the uppercut. She wants to land the uppercut on Mayer. You see? That right uppercut right there. She landed a few. She landed a left uppercut about 10 seconds ago, but she's looking to time Mayer with a different punch this time other than just the right hand.
Mikaela Mayer showing different levels to her game here in round 6. Alycia Baumgardner a little more of the same. I love when we get a chance to listen into the corners and listen to these trainers who know these fighters so well, what type of adjustments they plan to make. And when we look at the total punches landed through 6 rounds, guys, we are at an even 60 punches apiece landed.
Christina, it's time for Baumgardner to stop the rehearsed offense. What I mean by that is she lets some punches go and then she sits back and admires her work. It's time for her to step on the gas if she wants to take over this fight.
Oh, and a big shot there lands from Baumgardner, and another one with the right hand, and it looks like we do have a small cut over the right eye of Mikaela Mayer, right above the eyebrow there. Strong left hand there from Baumgardner. Baumgardner maybe senses that blood, sees that blood, and continues to pour it on.
Yes, when opponents see blood, they wake up, and you're starting to see Alycia Baumgardner wake up right now.
All Alycia is doing is she's letting her hands go. That's what she's doing. She's letting her hands go at the target.
Mayer showing poise
Mayer
even
back
though
to
she's
the jab,
bleeding.
looking to land that right hand. To bring you guys the full feature, so well done by our very own Mark Kriegel. And in the corner between that round, Manny Robles got right to work on that cut above the right eyebrow of Mikaela Mayer. Not the first time in her career that she's been cut, dealt with some of that adversity before. But it did seem to spark a little something there at the end of the round, guys, from Alycia Baumgardner.
Yeah, the blood woke Baumgardner up like it typically does when opponents see blood. But to Mayer's credit, and to your point, Christina, she handled it well. Didn't seem to detour her, stop her, or cause her to hesitate. We got a fight on our hands in this last 3 rounds.
Taking a look now at the punches landed through 7. As you can see, it's been really tight. I mean, the jabs have been in the favor of Mikaela Mayer, but the power shots in the favor of Alycia Baumgardner. Baumgardner teeing off now, sitting down on those shots, looking to deliver. Absolutely.
My goodness. Alycia fighting in the right spots, letting her hands go in the right spots, catching Mikaela Mayer slipping and being defensive at times.
Some of these rounds are not easy to score. One fighter will land 2 punches, then the next fighter will come back and take the play back and land 2 punches. It's back and forth, ebbs and flows, just like we expected.
This is why many people thought it was a 50-50 fight, guys.
Come on, champ.
To the penultimate round we go, round 9. The championship rounds here. Mikaela Mayer and Alycia Baumgardner. And it looks like Baumgardner has backed off the jab just a bit in the last 3 rounds, but increased those power punches. And Mikaela Mayer pretty consistent with the amount of power punches and jabs thrown.
Baumgardner, when she drops down like that, she's waiting for Mikaela to come in high so she can unload the overhand right. Mikaela Mayer didn't take the bait just a few seconds ago.
Baumgardner's in a good groove right now in timing Mikaela. And she's using her legs in spots. Right now, she's standing in front, but when she uses her legs and she makes Mikaela pick up her legs and try to find her, she's hard to hit. Big right hand from Mikaela.
Some big, absolutely. Mikaela Mayer looking to throw with a little more oomph on these punches now as she sits down a bit, as she lets that right hand go. Feeling very comfortable working around the outside off that jab.
Oh, Mikaela's being very smart right now. In fight adjustment right there. She's moving more to her right, moving away from the right hand of Baumgardner.
These are some very tight rounds and some very hard rounds to score.
A hug and a smile from Coach Al Mitchell as we begin the 10th and final round in this World Championship fight. 3 belts and the Ring Magazine belt on the line.
Seemed like Al Mitchell was happy with what he's seeing so far from Mikaela Mayer. All smiles in that corner.
There's got to be urgency attached to that as well, because I don't think either lady has done enough to feel that comfortable knowing that they're going to win. They have to close strong in this final round.
Dre, to your point, all the trash talk in the lead up to this fight, I could have sworn this was going to be one heck of a fight, but both women choosing to be professionals tonight and fight their fight, basically. I expected
that more. I appreciate them building the fight, being honest about how they felt around one another, but then showing the professionalism and not allowing that to affect the game plan or their fight strategy tonight. Not an easy thing to do.
Both of these ladies now putting the pedal to the metal, if you will, and exchanging some blows. Just under a minute to go in this fight. Perhaps both sensing that the decision here could go either way.
If I'm either of these women in there, I'm stepping on the gas pedal, Christina.
There.
Step on the gas pedal, Christina. If I'm either of these women right now, you cannot win these championship rounds. Can't lose these championship rounds, excuse me.
Yeah, which fighter showing more sense of urgency here now? You know, under 20 seconds to go from a decision in a fight where there was a ton of bad blood, but what had been bad blood has turned into a really good fight as they throw bombs to the bell. Both fighters raising their hands in victory, both believing they have done enough to walk away with the decision this evening. We are going to go to the scorecards here at the O2 in London. Let's take a look at the final CompuBox numbers. Alycia Baumgardner landing 34% of her punches, 40% of her power punches to 32% for Mikaela Mayer, but Mikaela Mayer throwing 100 more jabs than Alycia Baumgardner, landing at a 27% clip there.
After 10 full championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. Judge O'Connor scores about 97 to 93, Mayer. Judge Gray scores at 96 to 95, Baumgardner. And Judge Latham scores about 96 to 95, declaring your winner by split decision and the new unified super featherweight champion of the world, Alycia Baumgardner.
There it is.
And she has done it. Alycia Baumgardner came in with 1 bout and is leaving with 4. She is now the WBO, IBF, WBC, and Ring Magazine World Champion. Your winner tonight by split decision.